So after you've initiated conversations with a lead and brought the lead down to your desk, truth be told, closing is one of the easiest things that you can ever possibly do. So in this video, I'm just going to give you the best possible hack to make sure that once you get the person on your meeting desk, you're going to close them. Around guarantees about 50 to 80% of closures. Now, as a default, what most people do is the moment the person comes and tells you their problem, immediately you want to jump in and tell them your solution and how you're powerful and how old you're amazing and whatever you can do to help them get rid of the solution. But you should hesitate from that because it is a mistake. Now, what you're going to do is actually something different. One thing I've come to appreciate about the human mind is they tend to want to do things if you have kind of led them to coming up with the solution themselves, as opposed to you giving them the solution. Just like it, the moment you tell someone something, they usually want to do it. What you can do is literally listen to them, get them to talk more about the problem. The moment they talk about the problem, so for example, I'm struggling with sales, you can ask him, do you know what, help me understand within sales where the actual struggles from. You know, sales is wide, so where exactly are you facing a bit of a challenge? Get them to think a bit more and to talk a bit more. They'll say, maybe, do you know what, my leads acquisition is a little bit off, or do you know what, when it comes to conversion, I'm okay, but my follow-up is a bit wrong. Then dive a bit deeper and tell him, okay, so when it comes to this follow-up, where do you think your challenges are genuinely coming from? The person will tell you, do you know what, I think maybe we're not doing a good job at this follow-up. Then you bring them further and say, okay, why aren't you doing this job? You'll notice that the more you help them dive deeper into their problem, the more they will get sold to that, you know what, first of all, this is my true problem, and get them to understand that at the moment, what is this problem costing you? And if the problem is now costing them a lot, that's now when you drive in the urgency that, you know what, based on what you have told me, behave like as if a therapist of sorts, that now, after you've led them through understanding the problem and how much it's costing them, that is when you will eventually come through and begin talking about that. You know what? Based on what you have told me, and this is, it looks like among the solutions you have this and that, which I believe that if you tackled and based on the gravity of the extent of the problem, I believe that if you resolved it this way, then you will undoubtedly begin growing, or whatever it is that you're trying to solve for them. So just find a way of using it. Behave more like a therapist than a salesperson, because no one wants to be told, no one wants to just be told that this is your problem and here is how to solve it. Talk it fast with them, and you'll notice how much more of an impact it will have in line with conversion. And it really works across. Someone comes for a phone, try and walk them through, do you know what are you looking to achieve? Here is this is the difference. So why do you need a phone? What is its purpose for it? Are you a business person? Then the more you talk them down, the more you'll help them make their way towards, oh, actually, this is what I need. And your conversion will tend to be a lot better than you just coming out to tell them, do not do this, and the other. That's my tip for today. Don't forget, I share a ton of content on sales and marketing. If that's your kind of content, don't forget to follow me. Bye-bye.